Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap. Love After Lockup, child. The 40,000 Felon, okay? Season 5, Episode 3, child. 40,000 Felon. That speaks for itself, right? We get introduced to a new person today. Janome girl. It is given desperate. It is given, I got a very low self-esteem. I don't think I'm worthy of any daggone thing, okay? We talking about how we ain't never had no relationships before. We only did one night stands. We've been in this relationship for 7 years. Cheated and had a damn baby, honey. And we want, Red to come on out after I spent this 40,000 and be daddy to my child, and it's giving a whole hot ass mess, y'all. Yes, we are gonna get the foolishness and the foolery. Renika and Ashanti, I'm over it. I don't need them to show me nothing else. We already know what time it is. She got played. Okay, we know it. She know it. They know it. The PI know it. He over here laughing, talking about, "Ooh, this is taking me back in time." Okay, I'm having a funky good time seeing this hot ass mess with this girl, dumb as a damn door now, okay? And she's still over here trying to chase down shit instead of just taking her behind, packing up her and her kids, and, trying to get that daggone bell money back. Louis, Mama, Donna, listen, girl, I like you and everything. I get where you coming from. I got a son too, but I'm going to need you to remember that this is your son and not your man, okay? It's given that you doing too damn much, honey, okay? Too damn much. Cut the freaking umbilical cord already. We talking about a 41-year-old man. In the meantime, Brittany and Keena, we first looking like we having a good vibe. We enjoying the family. We happy to get some soul food, okay? We ain't have mama food in a long time. We go back to the hotel for her to be spending thousands of dollars on him that could have went for an apartment for them. But oh well, you know what I'm saying? You like it, I love it. That's what you want to spend your money on. But then when it's time for us to go to the probation officer, all hell breaking loose. We getting attitudes and we at the wrong damn office, child. Brittany and Andy, please go y'all separate ways. Obviously, Brittany don't want a damn thing to do with Andy but get his damn money. If it ain't that, she don't want it. Okay, so while we here, Mikey, he finally get released, and Chelsea right now feels like she has, just basically got with the love of her life. And as a lot of these women do that irk my spirit and my soul, she too is looking for, a baby daddy, somebody that can be a father to her kids. Child, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. Take it from the top, break it on down. You know how we do. Lord of mercy, Jesus Christ, honey. Fix it, Jesus, okay? So, we going to start with Chelsea and Mike because it really wasn't much to them, right? We know that Chelsea's over here at the hotel. She hit up her friend to let her know she made it there safe. It's the morning of, his release, and she's heading out in that morning to go ahead and take this drive, okay, and get to her boo and pick him up. We still talking about how much we love him, how much we looking forward to this. We couldn't wait. She couldn't sleep. Her emotions was up and down. Okay, I'm going down. She ain't know what was gonna happen. She has had a lot of abusive relationships. That's something else that we learned about her. And, she's talking about how much she's missing her kids and, she want to be with them. But at the same time, she's just really, really excited and looking forward to being able to pick up Mikey and be with him. And, of course, this was another reason why her dad was so worried about her choosing this particular relationship, because he knows her history with these abusive relationships, as well. And so she get over here to where the prison is, and she's just like, all the relationships have been abusive. So right now, she has so many people that took advantage of her because of her being deaf and things of that nature. And it would just be nice to finally have somebody that she ain't got to deal with all of that stuff. That's nothing like what she's been in, in her past. And this is also what makes her feel so scared when it comes to sex. If you remember in the last episode, she was saying she don't know how Mikey was going to feel about the fact that she might want to wait for about 4 to 6 months before they even do anything. She don't feel like she ready now, and she don't know how he's going to feel about all of that, and whether he's going to be, attracted to her, whether he really want her. So she still have, her doubts and her fears and things of that nature, right? But the thing that bothers me is, of course, we hear, her saying, like, I just really hope that he could come home and be a father to my kids. I said, child, child, child. Right? But she also didn't want him to think that she's pushing him away and hope that he can have patience or whatever, right? So I said, well, I hope y'all been having these conversations while he been locked up, which it don't seem like they fully have. It seemed like it may have been halfway things being said, okay, and that's not a good way to start. We know that communication is the key. Then y'all be shocked when things go left and don't go the way you thought that they was going to go because y'all never daggone discussed it, whether it's you telling that person or them telling you. Now, of course, when the van roll up, she's super excited and happy, to see him and jumping up and down and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. He get in and he was asking her to give him like the phone so he would be able to type stuff in to translate to her, and she was like saying, no, we'll use sign language and you will also read my lips, because we know that he have been learning to sign during this whole time when he's been locked up. And he's like, that's all fine and dandy, that's cool too, and I don't mind doing that. I mean, he's saying all the right things right now. He's saying he really love her and that she stood by him. Most people come and go, they not trying to stand with you for the long haul, and she's approved that she's really in this, which makes him care about her even more, and that he would do anything for her, and he got her back. And he over here giving her a promise ring because she asked him to see the ring that he had, and he was like, you keep it. And then she was going, no, it's yours. And he's like, no, seriously, I want you to have it. That's going to be my promise ring to you. And he's saying he's willing to do whatever it takes because, like I said, so many others have came and left and, came and went. And she has really been there through all the hard times, through the thick and thin of it. And so therefore, it's only right that he be there for her. And he said it's one thing to talk and communicate through sign language as you're learning, who wouldn't learn somebody else's language that they love. But, that's just through video calls and stuff like that aren't really that long. But it's a whole different thing to do that on the outside. So I guess he feels like he still needs to be able to learn more for them to probably be able to have full communications, okay? But one thing that we can communicate, honey, is them kisses, and I'm sure he gonna be wanting some other things to go down. And I don't know if he gonna be wanting to wait 4 to 6 months for a child, but we shall see, right? We gonna keep an eye on him. So in the meantime, mind you, he coming out from the damn van with this big ass keyboard and an amp and all this stuff. I said, wait, they was giving you all of that from the jail? Okay. But, he tells this long history of him getting in trouble, getting locked up, over and over again, and not having a daggone father, and, just becoming ventured off into this criminal type of lifestyle or whatever. And before he knew it, every time you turned around, he was getting in trouble and he had felony charges. I think when you look him up, you can see about 25 to 30 times he's been locked up. So yeah, he's not lying when he say he became just a damn career criminal, right? He did stolen property, tampering with physical evidence, identity theft, you name it, he's done it. And he had like a 16-year sentence, and now on parole for 6.5 years or whatever, child. So definitely got a crazy background, and he's saying that, he just knew that Chelsea was the one from him when she stuck with him throughout his strokes, and, him having to go through everything that he went through. Like, a lot of people wouldn't have been bothered with that, and they would have went on about their business, right? So at least he is appreciative, or at least pretending to be, so far from what we could see, y'all, because y'all know how I say they send the representative. But he is acting like he's appreciative and acknowledging the things that she's done for him, whereas a lot of these other ones act like, they don't give a damn what the hell you did, and like if you owe it to them. He's not coming off in that way, at least for now, right? And so, he over here making her laugh, putting a damn banana to his ear, talking about hello, and she just seems like a little giddy kid. She couldn't be more happy right now. So I said, child, I hope for the best. I hope that they two can work out, but I don't know, y'all. Y'all know how it goes, right? So moving on from them, because that was really pretty much what was going on with them. Who else can we talk about? We could talk about Renika and Ashante, because to be honest, we already know how it ended up with them, okay? That they was already broke up. Unfortunately, God bless, but he passed away. Seems like he had somebody else pregnant at the time that he passed away. And from what we seen up here, most of the stuff they was even showing in this episode in reference to them, we had already saw in the last episode, and they pretty much kept showing in the preview. So that was that she and her girlfriend had called up the PI. The PI was there. He was making the calls to the hotel to figure out what was going on. He was also telling her that she had the option of, if they went over there to the hotel, he would be the one to go inside. She would stay in the car. He didn't want it to be where it was nothing getting physical or anything like that, right? And also have it put in place where she can get her money returned to her that she had put in on this bill. And she's like, yeah, I want to do both of those things, right? So he calls the hotel, and I'm saying the whole time, like, this don't even sound right, because I don't know no front desk that be calling talking about, oh yeah, well, what time are you planning on, checking out? We got March 1st for you. And they like, hi, March 1st, the person that answers the phone. And he's like, yeah. And they like, no, I'm sorry. Matter of fact, he has said it said February 11th, and the person on the phone was telling him it was March 1st. And I think he has said checkout time at 7 o'clock. And anybody knows that you don't check out in no hotel at 7 o'clock. You either check in by 3 and you check out at 11, right? So already he kind of gave himself away with that anyway. But he was like, okay, so I'm updating that information, and is there anything that you need? And she was basically mentioning like, oh, you could bring them some more towels. Then he gonna talk about, and your guests, are they okay? How they feeling? Do they need anything? It's for two of y'all, right? They would not be asking you all of that either. So that pretty much, gave it away. And she was like, oh yeah, my guess, he's fine. So in their eyes, as far as Renika and the PI, they like, well, we have confirmed that is her. This is the place that she's at, and that she does have a male guest that's there with her, whatever, right? And it's making it look like, well, damn, they plan on being there for a minute or whatever. And she's saying how they just need, some clean sheets and the 2 washcloths and 2 towels or whatever. And he's like, okay, great. Everything is good there. And he's like, okay, we'll get that to you in a bit. So when he hang up the phone, he's telling Renika like, well, we have established that he is there. And we also established that, Georgia's a big place, child. He does come from Georgia, but it's not necessarily the side he was telling you he was from. He ain't from the city. He from up in the mountains. And so Renika's like, oh, so this goes way deeper than it just being about another woman. He literally lied to me about his whole life. And it's like, surprise, girl. Is it really a surprise? Are you really shocked? Did you really have no clue at all? I guess so, because you just was being slow and you wanted to believe what you wanted to believe, but you literally picked your damn kids up to go all the way down here. So again, Renika, I do not feel bad for you. I just really feel like I want to slap the mess out of you, to be honest, and I'm sure your mama and them do too. But she's basically like, okay, well, I want to try to do both of those things to at least see if I could get his bond revoked. He said, well, that could be messy and that might be, not so polite. Are you sure you want to do that? And she was like, shoot, he hasn't been polite to me, so why should I be polite to him? I mean, girl, I'm with you there, but I would have been doing that anyway, regardless of whether it was a PI there or not. And I would have already been back wherever the hell, whoever watching her kids, I would have been back there with them, and I would have been figuring out what's my next play. All this other stuff you doing, girl, it ain't making you look the way you think, and it's making you look, okay? So she talking about something, who he think he is, who he think he playing with, who he think is dumb. You, because he did it, And the PI even turned and told her, typically when in situations like this, they see a person, you seem like a pretty little young girl or whatever, and they figure they could get over, and that, they can get what they want out of the person, and they use them. And that's basically what he did, girl. He saw that you was going for the okie doke, and that he could get over on you, and he did. Some things we just got to take as a loss in this life, to be honest with you, right? And whatever you could get back off of it, if you can get something back, get that and keep it moving. So, she was like, he knew that she had the retainer and all that other stuff, and she was like, oh, he just basically used me and, took advantage of me and all of that. So she said, yeah, she wanted to go to the hotel and she wanted him to go ahead and try to get this money back for her, whatever. And the friend was the only smart one, okay? The friend has been the smart one from the beginning. She said, child, well, y'all go ahead and have fun with that. Okay, I did my part. I helped you with this. I'm going to go home, though. I'm not going over there. So no hotel for no foolishness and foolery. You take care of what you need to take care of, and you give me a call and you update me, because the PI was basically like, I don't want it to be like all of y'all. It'll just be me and you, and her and Renika had agreed to that, and she told her she loved her, gave her a hug, and went to go on about her business. So apparently at this point, Ashanti calls her phone. Now, in the midst of Ashanti calling her phone, the PI also gets a text where the person is like, yo, you really think I'm dumb? Like, stop playing on my phone. I ain't got no time for this mess or whatever. They're basically like, go ahead and skip to my loo. Like, I already knew that this is you playing games or whatever, right? Probably not necessarily knowing that it's a PI, but thinking that it's Renika or somebody that Renika has now sent to message her or call her, whatever. And she's like, first of all, that's not even a real checkout time. No person would not ask that. So I already knew that this was not for real. And she basically had made the comment that, you was asking about the place that I was at, meaning that we are not there no more. And at the same time, you got Ashanti on the phone calling her goofy, calling her out her name, telling her how he was trying to get his birth certificate and social security card and stuff. And she like, okay, well, I'm trying to get my life together too. It's funny that now you worried about your birth certificate and social security card. Like, what do that have to do with me? And what do that have to do with the fact that you just got up, left? I ain't heard from you since then. You ain't been answering none of my calls. You know what you was supposed to do. Like, you didn't have an issue with me coming all the way to pick you up and help you out with the things that you needed or whatever the case may be. But now you sitting here trying to play in my face and, act like damn fool. So at one point he had hung up the phone on her and she was like, oh, this bitch here, you better hang up. You can hang up if you want to. And she calls him back and they continue to yell and scream and go back and forth with each other on the phone and whatever, right? And she was like, your weak ass bitch already told me that you was lying all this time and that, y'all have been together for 2 years or whatever the case may be. Everything you've been saying to me has been a lie. So you telling me about you getting your social security card, what does it have to do, as far as your lies is concerned? And he's like, oh, I'm telling you, I'm trying to take care of my business. I'm telling you, I'm trying to do what I got to do or whatever. And just basically both of them trying to yell over each other and trying to have the last word. He's trying to play with her damn, mentality, do that reverse psychology bull crap and just, being a big daggone kid or whatever the case may be, right? Now that he's out and is out in the open. And the whole time that they're yelling and screaming at each other, the freaking PIs over here laughing, talking about some, oh, this remind me of my old days and old cases, that I would work on. But the only thing is, I don't want stuff getting too messy and I don't want it to be no type of violence or nothing like that. And he laughing at the text that he got and reading it to, the wetv producers or whatever the case may be, right? And when she's yelling and screaming at him, she's basically like, damn, my damn phone, went dead. And she had to even laugh at her own damn self with that part because she just knew she was getting her words in and she couldn't get to finish them because the phone had cut off. So in the meantime, the PI over here talking about some, yeah, I ain't did nothing like this in a long time. And at the end of the day, hey, he getting exposure from being on TV and he getting a damn check. So he ain't gonna complain about it. He just laughing like, damn, another dummy, okay, bites the freaking dust or whatever, right? And then he asking Renika if she ready to go. I guess they still going over here to where he's at, which I'm still confused. Like, why do we even need to go? Like I said, we know what time it is. If he's saying he can make whatever call, which she don't really need him to make the call, but if he can, I guess, let him make it, right? Get your money back, whatever you can, and go ahead, girl. Like, go ahead. And then the freaking PI was like, this is awesome. Yeah, this is like my bounty hunter days. I said, child, Renika, a whole damn fool. So that was basically it with her, right? Now, who could we move on to next? Brittany and Keenock really wasn't a whole lot either, right? They started out on a good foot. You know, he here with his family. Mama done chefed up some soul food. We barbecuing. We having a funky good time. She over here seeing him chomping down food like he ain't never ate a damn day in his life. And she like, whoa, slow down. You not locked up no more. Like, seriously, you ain't got to eat like that. Cut it out. Stop. You know, Brittany laughing and saying, that's the way he eat. Leave him alone. And she like, nah, he ain't got to eat like that. And so he said, you know, he has gotten used to eating that way. Not because anybody was stealing his food, but just the fact that a person would come and even ask for some of the food. And he would want to hurry up and eat it up before they come. So then he started going like real slow motion. And she like, don't be, you know, sarcastic or funny or whatever with me either. Like, eat it like a normal person. And she say that, you know, they got a surprise for him and they bring out this cigar and teaching him how to smoke the cigar. And of course, Brittany want to talk about, let me, you know, see if I could smoke it too and how it tastes. And she's like, it is disgusting. And they telling her how she like it. But then we want to hurry up and get up out of here, okay? Because we want to go back to the hotel. We taking our little pictures and stuff like that. Before we leave, we taste them collard greens and we like, yeah, man, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I've been missing this. And Mama was like, you know, swatting Brandy with that daggone belt, like, you know, I'm gonna spank you behind or whatever. Yeah, y'all trying to hurry up and get over to the hotel. So they go to leave and Keenock loved the hotel that she picked. You know, he's like, oh, fancy, okay, boo. And not only do we got the fly fancy hotel room, but we got our little champagne. We got some daggone, you know, $3,000 worth of gifts, some shoes, a belt, you know, a freaking wallet, a watch. I don't know what else was there, but Keenock seems to be loving all of that. Of course, we gonna go take a shower. I said, well, at least they talked about a damn shower, child, because y'all know these people be coming and don't nobody be talking about no shower. They just be hopping on the bed with their dirty ass clothes and they be running my damn, you know, blood pressure up. But nonetheless, we do say we gonna go wash. And we say we gonna go ahead and enjoy this night together, right? And how it's just so different and it feels so funny that we out here together. You know, we don't really know what it's like to be outside together. We know the memories and things that we had when we was inside and how we wanted to be perfect. You know, she getting emotional and crying and he telling her that she don't have to cry. You know, we have a little cheers, okay, a toast with our drinks or whatever, just to happiness and us being able to move forward and everything like that. And I'm like, so we went and bought, you know, all these different damn gifts, but we didn't try to get a place for ourselves. I mean, maybe that's be for the best, child, because we see that even though I love the Vava Keenock family and how supportive they are with him, and she even brings up, like, you know, how great it is that Keenock has such this support system when it comes to his family, and she don't have that when it comes to hers, right? She wish she could have that type of thing. But we see that other side of Key Rock that be creeping out here and there too. So it's like, it's probably best that she didn't invest in no place together with them, because, child, I think we in for a hot mess with these two too. But, you know, right now we still in the honeymoon phase and we just enjoying being able to see each other, hug each other, kiss each other. We looking forward to this night. You know, the last time they been together was like 2 years ago. We talking about how we used to sneak into it in the prison, and that was different because they would have to be watching out for the guards, and when the guards was coming, they would be like, you know, somebody would say, yell out 12 or whatever, and that would warn them that they was around so that they could stop doing whatever they was doing. And, you know, now just being able to be like, yeah, we're free and we out in the open and we ain't got to hide no more. We can just basically be able to do us. And so then we see them when they waking up the next morning and we like, oh, we're excited. We're happy to be together. You know, what a wonderful night we had. We really enjoyed ourselves or whatever. And it seemed like Brittany was a little stuck, a little something where she kept going, you know, oh, I just remember how it was when we was in there and we would be able to, you know, be together, whatever. And it's really crazy how we don't have no different type of pictures and things like that that could remind us of it. And Key-Rock kept going, yeah, but we're together now and we're together on the outside and that's even better. So, you know, I guess being as though both of them was in that position, that is like still that certain mentality that's kind of stuck there and is just fearing what this different thing is going to be, because she kept going, yeah, but it's different. And it's like, yeah, it's a difference that's better, right? Which, you know, everybody should want that. But now when we saying, okay, we got to hurry up and get together to go to this, probation officer meeting, and we just hoping that the probation officer is going to be positive. They're going to go along with what we need. They're going to see you for what who you are and what you're trying to do and things of that nature, and not give a hard time. Anxiety starts to go up even more. Now we getting stressed, and now we gotta hurry up. We only got a certain amount of time. She's saying like, damn, why did I pack all this stuff? She keeps saying, okay, babe, come on, hurry up, and snapping her fingers and stuff at him. And he's like, oh, don't snap your fingers at me. And it's like, so we both already agitated. We arguing in the damn traffic, complaining about the way that she's driving, and also complaining because she was like trying to put the address on the phone, and it's like, give it to me so I could put it in. And we also have it pouring down raining outside at the same time, and she's basically like, damn, I wish it wasn't raining like this. So at this point, once they drive all the way there and they get there, and they're saying that they have like 10 minutes left before they're supposed to see the parole officer, come to find out, he's calling the phone like, why did you bring me to this one? Who said anything about Richmond? And she's like, you did. And he's like, no, it's supposed to be the Chesterfield office. So now we find out that they all the way at the wrong damn office, and we don't know how long it's going to take her to get to the right one. But they just say that at this point it's 5 minutes, till the probation's appointment is supposed to start. So now that's a whole nother, obstacle for them. So now we could go ahead and go to, child, Brittany and Andy. Brittany and Andy, like I said, this just needs to be over. Like, Brittany has no interest in Andy. They come out from the birthday party. It seems as if the birthday party has went well, but now she tired. She just want to go back to the hotel and lay down. They was supposed to be going back to his house, but at this point, she's saying she don't want to do that, right? She's like, if you can you just book a hotel and we stay here? Like, I know that wasn't the plan, but I'm exhausted. And her daughter's actually going back and staying with one of her friends because she's tired. Andy being Andy, he's like, okay, cool. When she's saying, well, what did y'all do? Oh, we didn't do nothing. We just hung out and waited around and listened to music and chit chat or whatever. It was fine. But then once they get in the car and they driving away, he gonna talk about some, it was fun, like a root canal or whatever. And she just dying, laughing and looking back there, to where his son is at. And then he's like, did they see the cake? Did they like the cake? Did they take the cake? She's like, yeah, they took it with them and they liked it. She was like, oh, that's right. You didn't get to see them cut it. Like, how the hell would he see it cut it when you didn't even let them, let him into the damn party, girl? Like, if you don't get the hell up out my face. So now they get to the hotel, and she telling him, go ahead in there and set up the rooms. And he come out saying he got 2 rooms. The son gonna be in 216 and they gonna be in 218. And the look on her face clearly was as if she was thinking like, well, why don't you go in your damn, sunroom and stay there with him? She was already saying like, it's one thing when you talking to a person and you're locked up and, and they're out. But it's another when you're there. She was saying it was very awkward, that she was feeling uncomfortable or whatever the case may be. It was weird and all of this. But Andy's over here talking about I could just feel the chemistry. Okay, you could feel the chemistry when she look at me and like we ready to get it in. So I'm like, y'all obviously on 2 different pages, Andy. I don't know what damn chemistry you feeling, but it ain't that. And then she has a couple of moments outside with his son while he's going in to book the rooms, where she's like, I know this is weird. I know y'all got to get used to me. I know your sister and them probably have their doubts and their thoughts about me or whatever. And hopefully I will be able to prove to them, that it's not that way. But I get it because of everything that y'all have been through. And when she walks away, the son over here talking about, well, she actually seems nice and it seems like they really in love. That's a poor thing because he almost believing and catching up on the same vibes that his damn daddy is. So that means he probably going to be having the same problems when it comes to his relationships. Because I don't know where you see that they in love at, right? So now when they go in and they spend the night together and it's the next morning, they asking did they have sex? No, they did not. Okay, but Andy said it's all right. But she basically was like, it was weird, okay? I was so turned off. I did not want to be bothered. I just want to go to sleep. And I guess he was trying to see if he could get little kisses and hugs in throughout the night. And she essentially ended it off by saying that she felt like she went in from being in one prison to going into another. Okay, so obviously this lady has nothing like that she wants from freaking Andy besides his money. So now she calls her daughter to check up on her, and the daughter immediately gets upset because she like, well, what are you up to? What's going on? And she's like, well, you already know I'm supposed to be going to move back, over to where Andy was at his house or whatever, right? Technically, she was already supposed to be going there straight from the party last night, but at this point, she had asked him to come to this hotel and stay for the day because she was supposed to be so tired. So she's telling the daughter like, well, we could have a girls' day. If you want to, I could spend some time with you before I go to leave. The daughter just basically ends up crying hysterical, like, Ma, I cannot do this. Okay, I'm over it. I'm under it. I'm through it. Like, I don't want to be bothered anymore. It really hurt me and bothered me yesterday when you were saying that no matter what, I'm kind of always there for you. You could depend on me running back to you whenever you want to. And she was like, no, I wasn't meaning it in that way. That's not what I was trying to say. I'm very thankful for the times that you're there for me. And the daughter's just kind of like, nah, I don't want to be bothered. I don't think I want to see you. I think I just want to go to sleep. My head is hurting now. And she's like, well, I don't want you to feel that way. And she's like, no matter how long it takes, I will wait for you. And how about, if you do change your mind, you go ahead and sleep first, you eat, you do whatever you want to do. And then you go ahead and call me up if you're ready. And the daughter just still kept being like, no, I don't think I want to, be bothered. She's like, I just want a chance. And she was like, no, I don't really think that you do. I'm going to go ahead and go. So they hang up. And when they hang up, now Brittany is starting to cry and say, that she feel bad and she feels, excuse me, like she already pissed her off. And, when things get hard like this is when she would be tempted to go and use, and she have to be able to get on track and not get in that place where, she would fall back into those old things. And she feels like the family is just waiting to see what's going to happen and see if she's going to backtrack and fall on her face. I'm pretty sure they are, especially when they know that that's something that you've always been doing. And so then we just kind of see her saying that she don't want to and that she's a different place, different person now in a different place, but she also feels like she's suffocating. And then we just kind of had, Andy walking back up to the door with his damn coffee, child, coming back in just as clueless as he left back out, right? And so moving on from there, child, let's just go ahead and talk about Louis and his damn mother, because it was ridiculous. Like I said, I get it as your son. You love him. You don't want him to get in trouble no more. But she was doing too much, okay? As we riding in the car, we riding back to her house from picking him up. First thing out her mouth, he's saying how he got the probation officer appointment in the morning. Oh, I'm going with you. And he like, nah, I don't need you to go with me. You're not going with me. I'm a 41-year-old man. I can take care of myself. I will tell you what the parole officer says when I get back home. And she's like, oh, you're not going to tell me everything. He was like, yeah, I will tell you. Now, Melissa was about to say something, which I do feel like Melissa need to butt her behind out and keep her mouth shut if nobody's talking to you as well. So when Mama told her, listen, you go ahead and be quiet, this between me and my son, I didn't have an issue with that. But he was telling her, like, if I never do anything for myself, how the hell am I ever supposed to function and be able, to do it? Like, I got to start sometime. I can't sit there and have you there. Like, what would you be coming for? What are you going to say to them or whatever, right? And so now when we get back to the house, they're basically, like, in the room and, he trying to get his stuff together, and he's like, this is actually triggering for him, and all the memories are mostly bad of him getting high, of him calling his dealers to come bring him drugs and stuff like that. So he's actually saying that he cannot wait till when he's moving away with Melissa and being able to build a life with her and have something new. Mama over here coming to the room because Melissa was like, well, she don't even know that you have intentions on us going to be at the hotel tonight. She thinking that we gonna be over here, sleeping in the house. So you better let her know. She coming in the room. So you got your wash rags? Do you got your soap? Do you got your shampoo? Do you got your towel? I said, girl, he got it. Like, go ahead, Ma. And he like, yeah, I got it or whatever, and they come out and she saying how she done made some meatballs and stuff, and he like, of course I'm excited and happy for that. He was like, shit, even if the person didn't know how to cook, I would be happy to get it, but of course if it's some home cooked food that your mom done made, you know, you gonna be looking forward to it, whatever. And when they sit down to eat at the table, he's just basically saying to her like, ma, I love you and I get it, I know you've been there for me, I know that I've put you through a lot of different things, and I'm, you know, sorry for that or whatever, but what I really think it is that you're scared and feeling like Melissa's gonna take me away from you, and she's not. You know, it's not that she's taking anything away, she's actually adding to it. It's always just kind of been me and you throughout the years, but now she's been added into the equation, and she over here start crying. Yeah, because, you know, I had lost your father, he passed away, so I do feel like that. And he was like, well, this is not the same thing. And she keeps saying, yes it is. No, it's not, because one, that was your husband and this is your son, and two, your husband has died, you know, may he rest in peace, and your son is still living. And that's what he was trying to say to her. He was like, but I'm still living and I'm still here with you, so it's not the same. He was like, it's not a matter of me, you know, being dead and gone, which is as permanent as it possibly could be. It's just a thing of, for right now, me literally going to spend a night with her and her being here for a week, whereas I'm gonna be here with you, depending on what my probation officer say or whatever, for a long time. You gonna still get me more than she gonna get me till I get permission, you know, to go ahead and leave or do whatever they say that I could do. So he was like, you're not going to be losing me and I'm not going to be leaving you. I'm still going to be here with you and I'm still going to be your son. So it's not the same. You cannot compare the two things. But she wasn't trying to hear that. And then he's like, yeah, well, we're going to go ahead to this hotel tonight. And she was like, no, you're not. Okay, you ain't going to damn place. She going to go and lay her behind over here on that couch. And you going to go ahead in the room and lay on that damn bed. And y'all going to be happy. And that's going to be that on that. And like, I'm not letting you out of my sight. I don't want to hear nothing else. Because she was like, what if the probation officer decides to pop up in the middle of the night and then you're not here and I gotta be explaining stuff to them? So she go and fix up the damn blanket and pillows, you know, to calling Melissa and telling her her bed is ready, and then fix up his damn bed or whatever. Melissa's like, let me go, you know, she calling me, and she go lay on the couch. And I said, Melissa, you better than me, honey, because I would have said, you know what, y'all have a good night. Okay, I'm sorry, Mikey, catch you on the next time, deuces. And I would have went right to that hotel that I paid for. Okay, I would not have been laying on mama damn couch, and then had the nerve once he was in his bed to come in there like she was tucking him in and being like, oh, okay, I just wanted to check on you again. And Melissa was still over here talking about whether she like it or not. You know, we gonna be sneaking out tonight, as if once she go ahead and go to bed and go to sleep, they had plans on sneaking out, which it looked like that's what they did. And it's like, child, ain't nobody got time for that. But we know Melissa's so damn thirsty that she was gonna still sit there and do that. And she still had that damn cheerleading outfit on. Now, child, we gonna end this off with the new castmate that we got to see for the first time tonight. That I said, now, Janomi, I know you done lost your damn mind, girl. You done lost your damn mind to the 1,000th damn power, okay? Her and freaking Red apparently been together 7 years. She's a medical assistant. She telling us she done spent over $40,000, and that's putting it nicely, generously, okay? That's the lower part of the damn number, according to her. And she over here saying how she's never really had a relationship. You know, it's always pretty much been where she just had a whole bunch of damn one night stands. She seen whoever she was gonna see. Okay, fine, cool, I guess, you know what I'm saying, do you. But of all people, you decided to make this 7-year relationship with this person in jail, the one that's your serious one. And you telling your little son that looked like he may be about 3-4 years old, oh, daddy's going to be coming home. I know you used to be just being you and mommy, but you going to be having a daddy now. How you feel about that? So that's already a freaking strike as far as I'm concerned. That just disgusts me. I cannot stand when these women do that. And then you got her sister and her mom and you know, friend or whatever else coming in, her family, and they giving hugs and asking her how she doing and how's everything going on, and, you know, what's been happening. And she's like, oh, I'm so excited, and I'm going to be seeing him for the first time. And then she talks about how it's been a couple of months since she's seen them. And the sister's like, I'm not really liking hearing that, but she's still feeling self-conscious because even though he's seen her through videos and pictures and stuff, and he'd be like, oh, you're an amazing woman, you're genuine, and you're beautiful, and that she can tell his, you know, that he's having a genuine reaction and that he keeps it real and stuff like that. She's just not used to this, and that, you know, she would date and have periodic relationships online, right? And she's always been a shy person, somebody, but she would feel that it's easy to talk to them through a, you know, online type of situation, right? And you know, just talking through different texts and things of that nature, right? But she's never had like this serious relationship outside of him, and he just so happens to be that one person that she feels like she could have that with, and she's always kind of in this fairy tale. I said, right there, honey. Right there, you in a damn problem. Okay, so at the same time, scared that the fairy tale is going to come into a nightmare. How is he going to transition? How is he going to be able to be on the outside? And of course, the sister saying, well, all these things is very worrying for me. And I know she's never been in a committed relationship. And how are you two going to be able to come together and be able to make this work? And that really does concern her a whole lot or whatever, right? And she's very nervous about what this relationship could be for her sister and how he's going to react once he comes out, when this is a relationship where they mostly just talked on the phone. Now, I noticed her sister was over here making them damn hot dogs and giving it to her nephew to eat, and child, that hot dog did not look done, okay? But nonetheless, I digress, moving right on along. So, you know, she just was like saying to her, what if it don't work out and all of that? And she starts crying. She's like, I'm always being a crybaby and I get so emotional and things of that nature, right? But after 4 years of their relationship, she actually cheated on him and had this baby, which is her son, because she did get lonely, and she apparently had her child with somebody named Sway, but Sway don't even know that it's his child. I said, well, now you up here announcing it on TV. I guess he do. Like, what in the ghetto is this, girl? Janami. Yeah, so, you know, she's saying how Red's gonna be the father when he come out. That's who she wants to be, his dad, and he wants to be the dad. Whoopty whoopty woo. Like he just said, I know you cheated on me, but that's still my child. Biologically, that's still gonna be mine, and I'm gonna raise him and all of this, right? And so he was saying that was one of his biggest concerns when she became pregnant. But, you know, they sat down and they was able to really have a conversation and not run from it or whatever the case may be. And he said that he was all in. So, you know, now she's saying that he needs all this stuff as well for when he's coming out, that she got to basically prepare for. And she's like, you know, it's just like a new baby. He don't have no clothes, no underwear, okay? No daggone phone, no sneakers, no shoes, no nothing. So she over here going to the damn pawn shop, and her sister going with her. And when we get in there, we pulling out damn family heirlooms. We pulling out stuff that grandma done gave, okay, for our birthday. So sis is upset, and I'm like, yeah, nah, we don't do that. And this, of course, is when she starts to mention all the money that she put in and her being a medical assistant or whatever. And she's like, there's no other way for me to do it. I need to do this because this is what he need. I said, girl, you know, she asking, can she give $500 for it? And they like, let them go ahead and appraise it and see and get back to her, whatever the case may be. And they do end up coming back and saying, yes, they can give her what she asking for. I said, child, these people, y'all, these people. Listen, I don't know how their families do it. I ain't gonna lie. God bless these families, these mothers, these sisters, these brothers, these cousins, the kids. God bless all of them, because, baby, the way I would have been ready to pop on top of my sister's damn head and probably would have gave her shaking syndrome. Y'all giving me a headache, y'all. I just say, you know me, girl. This ain't it. But anyway, y'all, That was the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these couples, honey. What you liked, what you didn't like, all that good stuff. Who you rocking with, who you think is going to make it, who you think is going to be the first to say, get the hell up out of here. This is a breakup. Anything I left out, put it in the comments. Let's discuss it down there. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. Okay, give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Till next time, y'all. Later. Toodaloo.